After 10 o'clock, I'm receiving a message, WhatsApp message from General Manager Mr. Mohan, saying that some wastages happened in Nagavara, and he had sent me 6 to 7 pictures about the wastages. I seen the wastages photos. Some photos are in the dustbin, which we throw the garbages and everything, and somewhere kept in the GN pans. And this wastages all were from the morning the customer leftover wastages that has been dumped in the garbages, and some of the wastages just laying in the GN pans also the same was there. The items were mixed together. I'm very sure that photos were not exactly from Nagavara, because the photographs are taken by some other people. I have not attended on the day to the Nagavara branch, and GMS sending them, keep on sending the messages to me and insisting me to go out of the premises. You mean to say you have to go yourself? Instead, we are sending you sending out from the job. There, they have started their game. GM Mr. Mohan and HR Karthik, they have started playing their game from this part. Since our general manager said, I gone into the entire wastage part, and I checked with them, and the branch manager and the restaurant manager has to be held responsible for their production, and some supervisors or restaurant manager, else the branch manager would have given the command to put it to the drain to the down the line the staff. The branch manager was on leave on the day. Even the restaurant manager also given leave. This both leaves have been given without my knowledge by the HR manager Karthik. So both the managers have been given leave, and they have been penalized for the wastage. But I am only targeted to sack me out from the job. And I'm just acknowledging this to General Manager Mr. Mohan. In Adayar Anand Bhavan history, for the first time, I only worked on the wastage part to ready the cost burdens and overheads. That time, the base kitchen was not in the Nagavara. The base kitchen was in Magadi Road, Housing Board Colony. I used to go there early morning 4:30 before the production starts, what their input and what the yield is they're getting, what is the indent of the other branches, any vehicle issues and other thing. If it is a overproduction, we used to control it. If it's the over indenting of the branches more than selling, we used to regularize that. And I used to acknowledge the branches about the sales versus wastages, and I used to control the wastages. The wastage regularly, the people will not work. Almost all the food industry, it is a very difficult to work. Only some people, those who know the more keen about the techniques and other things, like accelerating sort of a thing in the food industry, that's they were called government and connoisseur. They can only control the wastages, and it has been acknowledged. It has implemented to all over the A to B branches, and it very well aware by Mr. Mohan. I was trying to explain about all those parameters to our GM, but he is not ready to listen to me, and he is finally sent a WhatsApp saying that HR Karthik will call you tomorrow, and he goes offline. Next day I was getting ready for my reporting branch. So I got a call from HR Karthik saying that GM has instructed him to give you a termination letter. So I am sending this letter to the Indiranagar branches. You can acknowledge and sign it, and you can send it to me back, he said. At any cost, I am not ready to accept this termination. I explained to the Karthik, and I am not going to accept. I am not going to sign. I am not going to receive also. And he was again telling that coming with the acknowledging with the GM again, he is coming and telling if you leave the job today, and the 2 month salary will be added to your account. I firmly told and explained HR Karthik very strongly, saying that I am not going to ready for this offer. I am not going to accept also. Then he has disconnected the call. I've been to Kamanali branch to start my daily routine works. So am going to punch in the biometric attendance. It was blocked. My biometric attendance was blocked. So I had a doubt because frequently that machine also go for a repair. So once again I called my colleagues and the branch manager, the supervisor, even the security, time office security was present there, and some of other 2-3 guys were there. I know who the person who was there. In front of them I was trying to punch in 3-4 times, and my biometric was permanently blocked. And I also checked my WhatsApp groups, which I was joined into 5 to 6 groups with the MDs and other senior people, all were there in the branch, all those groups. I have been removed from all the groups immediately. So I came back home and waited for 2 days. After 2 days, I decided to approach the senior level management, that is directors of the company. So we sent the WhatsApp messages to Venkatesh Raja sir, Srinivas Raja sir, and Vishnu Shankar sir. So I have not got any reply from Venkatesh Raja sir. Srinivas Raja sir has replied stating that if you have any issues, you can speak to Chennai HR. And Vishnu Shankar sir told and replied like that. So any problems in the entire company or whoever the employee may be or whichever the designation may be, the mistake will be addressed and I am going to take action against them. So in the short messages we couldn't able to brief out everything. We said that I am into problem. This was the reply I got it from the director's end. So we started writing brief mails to the directors. This message also sent including the Chennai HR, and once they saw the messages that a mistake has originated from GM Mohan's end, and they have not replied. And in frequent follow-up that mails and reminders multiply, I would have tried more than 100 times to make them understand by the mail. Once the Mohan has done the mistake, they came to know everything and they are not replied till date. That is in 2025. I am waited for them, their reply, the mercy and their judgment for 5 years. Till now I not get any kind of a reply from them. Sorry, I would have addressed this bit early, but anyway I am addressing it now. You might be aware of the Bangalore climate during the Deepavali season. It always raining and glizzering. When I go for deliveries and used to go to the Indiranagar branch for the selling and everything during the mid-morning and early morning. So I was totally drenched. I was getting severe headache and I also got fever. By the time I had approached the doctor, once the seasonal sale is over, I approached my doctor taking the permission from companies end. And doctor checked my fever and he given my injection, he treated me. Since he's a family doctor, he advised me to take a blood test. So I had taken my blood test and the report came in the evening. I have been diagnosed with diabetic. So I asked doctor to say that my food practices and I'm not a person who eats more sweets and other thing. So he said it's not only once because of consuming more sweets, due to the heavy tension also you can get diabetic. And he also told me that I have been hypertensed. That is, my BP was in higher end. Hence, I waited for a week and there is no response from anybody's end. After a week, I prepared to go approach legally. And you can see my videos again, how I lost my sustenance, what's happening, what is the management's game, and where I landed, and how I suffering, and what is my position now. And I personally lodged a complaint to the Labour Commissioner and Additional Chief Secretary, Principal Secretary in Vidhana Saudha. Later we received a letter from Labour Inspector Dhanapal, that where we have lodged a complaint for Labour Commissioner, and he is the inspector for Anekal Taluk. Since Bangalore branch head office of Adayar Anandban Sweets India Private Limited is located in Anekal, so he has taken this issue. He called HR manager Karthik also by that time, and we met them in Mr. Dhanapal's, that is Labour Inspector's office. Once he has started the conversation, Mr. Dhanapal has advised Karthik to get our nominal settlement which you have claimed for. And when I was working with it, I was working with my two-wheeler, my mobile phone and other thing. So Karthik was saying that he can't give the settlement. Immediately Labour Inspector Dhanapal has reacted to Karthik, and he was saying, Karthik, it's not an easy thing, but he has to take it to your management level, that is a senior level management, and what they say, you have to tell them, since this complaint has come from Labour Commissioner, I have to report to them and just give your final decision, he said. And Karthik also replying that there is no point of going to the senior management level. It's not only for him, and they are not given settlement to anyone, and they are not going to settle for anyone, and in future also they are not give the settlement to full and final settlement to any of the employee. So I was waited for Labour Commissioners and Mr. Dhanapal's result, and I don't know whether he is gone and scrutinized the Adayar Anandban Sweets, and he is going to meet HR and what report he has drawn, and we are not getting any reply directly from the Dhanapal, and he vanished away from this complaint. After some time, we have received another letter from Shamarao end. He is also one of the Labour Inspector, and we visited his office thrice. From that time, all the 3 times, we only have been called. Now other parties have been not attended. Mean to say, the Adayar Anandban people has not attended with that. And the last time, 3rd visit, he said that you will not come under a labour category, you are under a management category. So I asked him, sir, you are not inquired anything, how come you can say that just this one, sir, I have another issues also. I requested his time, and finally he has given some time. So I told, sir, it's not only the issue of labour category or manager category, and my first and foremost, my biometric attendance was blocked. So he explained me that whoever maybe the staff or a manager, blocking the attendance immediately is not the right way, and it's a offence, he said. So and he has told that he is going to give the endorsement to appeal to the civil court. After a few days, we got a letter from Principal Secretary through Assistant Labour Commissioner Santosh Ipuragi. So he has called us for a discussion, and we are present there at the right time. And we were, and he has started the meeting, and he also introduced one person, Mr. Brahmadev. And Mr. Santosh Ipuragi sir was himself introduced. This is Brahmadev from Adayar Anandban, he said. He is a labour consultant for Adayar Anandban. And he started the meeting, and he is objecting. Mr. Brahmadev was objecting and saying, Santosh Ipuragi sir, saying that, sir, this is supposed to be handled by Shamarao, and why you are handling this? And he has diplomatically handled him. He said that this is a order from my head office. I have to report back to my higher authorities, so I have to handle this issue. Then he had kept quiet, and he had given some objection letters to him, some formalities. We have completed the meeting there. After this case has forwarded to Deputy Commissioner of Labour, and there also we have met 3 times the Deputy Commissioner. The opposition party was not present, and he also checked with Brahmadev and the A2B management. So he said that they are not ready to visit our office, and they are not ready to come to the meeting. So he said he also will give the endorsement to pursue in the civil court. So in this way, I lost my job, There is no sustenance, there is no income, the things have not materialized. Being head of the family, I have to run the family. Not only I diagnosed with the BP and diabetic, even my wife diagnosed with BP and diabetic, and she also suffer with other personal sicknesses. My only son is not going to school. I can't, being a father, I can't educate him. And we are totally struggling for our daily bread. So after quite some time, I started doing my daily wages jobs to get my family daily bread. From the daily wages job, I can't afford a 3 meal a day. We struggle to get 1 meal a day. We divided into two, and we had twice. And I was struggling for medicines, and I have to pay my rent for my house. So hence again and again, I was getting confused. I am not getting justice. I have approached few of my friends. They came forward to help me with the provisions, and they also helped in medicines. I rely on them for some days, and they also can't do this process continuously, but they are not well to do, since they have that heart to help me.